Dricus du Plessis just added another legend's name to his resume, and honestly, the way he's talking about it says more than the win itself. Last Saturday in Oklahoma City, Still Knox returned to the Octagon for the first time since Khamzat Chimaev dethroned him in Chicago 11 months ago, and he didn't waste any time reminding everyone why he was champion in the first place. He beat Kamaru Usman comfortably, and in doing so, sent one of the greatest welterweights of all time to an 0-2 record at middleweight. On paper, that's a statement win, but what du Plessis said afterward is what's really got people talking. See, 2 years before this fight, du Plessis submitted Israel Adesanya in the 4th round at UFC 305 to defend his middleweight title. And du Plessis has built his whole career on one thing: relentless pressure. He grinds guys down until mentally they just break. He says he saw that happen to Adesanya. He says he did not see it happen to Usman. Du Plessis admitted that walking out to face Adesanya was the scariest moment of his career, just from the aura the guy carried into the arena. But against Usman, he said that fear wasn't there anymore because now he carries that aura himself. He took it. Still, he says by rounds 4 and 5, something shifted, and that's when he felt exactly what made Usman a legend in the first place. That's the difference. Du Plessis says most opponents quit on the inside long before the fight is actually over. Even Adesanya, even if they don't show it outwardly. But not Usman. He said the Nigerian Nightmare was out on his feet 5-6 times in that fight and still refused to fold. Now Usman's future is a real question mark. This is his second loss at 185 pounds, and it comes just a year after he looked good again, beating Joaquin Buckley back at welterweight. In his first statement since the loss, Usman posted that he's heading back to the drawing board. What that actually means for his career, we'll have to wait and see.
When I came out in the 4th round, usually that's where I see people, even with Adesanya, Strickland, that's usually where I see people they don't want to give up, but subconsciously they already have. I can see it. I didn't see it once. That man was out on his feet maybe 5 times, 6 times tonight. Not once. When that 4th and 5th round came, that's where I felt the Kamaru Usman aura. And once again, like I say, wow. That is, when you're getting there, I mean, round 1 and 2, I was like, round 4 and 5, I mean, this man deserves all the flowers in the world, and that was incredible to share the offer.
Justin Gaethje is not interested in running it back with Ilia Topuria, and he's making sure everybody knows it. The highlight pulled off one of the biggest upsets in recent memory last month, becoming the undisputed lightweight champion at UFC Freedom 250 on the White House South Lawn after Topuria's own corner threw in the towel in the 4th round. Naturally, Topuria's camp has floated the idea of an immediate rematch in December. Gaethje's answer? Not happening. He's talking about Arman Tsarukyan there, and Justin isn't shy about why. In his eyes, this wasn't some fluke finish. He didn't catch Topuria with one lucky shot. He broke him down over 4 full rounds. And if Topuria wants another crack at the belt, Justin thinks he needs to go earn it first, possibly even back down at featherweight. Gaethje even flipped the question back on the interviewer, pointing out that Topuria himself hasn't actually asked for an immediate rematch, so this whole storyline might be more media noise than reality right now. As for what's actually next, Gaethje sounds like a guy who's ready to sit back for a while after beating both Paddy Pimblett and Topuria in the same year. At 37, he feels like he's earned some time off, and he's admitted it's unlikely we see him fight again before 2027. So while the champion rests, 2 top contenders are reportedly lining up for a title eliminator instead. Arman Tsarukyan is set to headline UFC 331 in Los Angeles, and according to Red Fury MMA, his opponent will be BMF champion Charles Oliveira on September 19th. Nothing's officially confirmed yet, so we'll keep you posted the moment the UFC makes it official.
He has been asking for a rematch at the end of. He's been saying.
Coaches have maybe, but
yeah.
his mouth is not saying that.
Maybe, and okay, so maybe they say they wanted a rematch at the end of the year, maybe December. Could we be confident about the Justin Gaethje rematch versus Ilia in December?
No. No.
You're not coming back at the end of the year?
He's not fighting me next. He's not fighting me next. Why would he fight me next? Arman deserves it way more than him. And then a couple fights are going to happen between now and then. I didn't knock him out. I didn't get lucky. I beat him up. He's going to have to get a win before he fights for a championship. He might go back to 145. We don't know what Ilia's doing. Are you his manager? You work for Ilia?
No, I'm not.
Yeah, obviously. You think he should fight me next? Over everybody else? Over Holloway?
I don't know. I think
Holloway? Over Tsarukyan?
I think there's a lot of people in the lightweight division.
Yes, you think he should be the one?
No, I just wanted your reaction because he said he wanted a
Give him a
rematch.
hard time. No. He didn't say he wanted a rematch. If I hear him say it with use his mouth and say I want a rematch, I'll be very surprised.
Right.
We haven't even seen him.
Sorry?
We haven't even seen him.
We've just seen, I think, a few pictures, but we don't know.
No, we don't know. I think they're from before the fight. Hey, he's fucking good. The kid's good. Whoever fights him next in trouble. It ain't gonna be me.
Colby Covington just made it clear he's not chasing a fight with Max Holloway. He's chasing something a lot more personal, and it's got everyone talking about Max's wife. It started at a press conference when Ariel Helwani asked Colby a simple question: why is he still single? Colby didn't hold back. He brought up Max Holloway's wife by name, claiming she left Max for 5 years and only came back once he blew up in the sport. Colby said that's exactly why he refuses to get close to anyone. He doesn't want a woman chasing his money or his belt. He wants someone genuine with a good heart and a good soul. And in his eyes, that's his only issue with Max. Ariel wasn't ready to let that slide. He jumped in and said the clip everyone was reacting to felt misconstrued and that people were being way too hard on Max's wife. Colby respected the pushback, but he didn't back down. He said the whole thing felt fake to him and that it's exactly what scares him about dating in this era, women chasing providers instead of genuine connection. He wants a woman who cares about the man, not the money or the fame. But Colby didn't stop at the relationship talk. He got real about what he's actually chasing outside the cage, a family. He admitted he hasn't had the privilege Ariel has, meeting someone and starting a legacy. And to Colby, legacy isn't the belt, it's kids, the next generation. He says he wants to have children of his own one day, even joking that the world needs to keep populating. He just says finding a woman with real values in a place like Miami is next to impossible. Whether you think Colby crossed a line on Max's wife or not, one thing's certain, he just made himself part of the story again without throwing a single punch. Here's the moment, straight from the interview.
What's your issue with Max?
No issue with Max, but even Arman was saying at the press conference, I didn't get this out because I was being rudely interrupted by this girl that was trying to control the press conference, which we had to kind of put her in her place, let us do our thing. But the thing why I don't have a girlfriend, Arman was asking, because you see women out there like Max Holloway's wife that's saying that she's only with him because, he got famous. She left him on red for 5 years until she figured out how big of a deal he was in MMA, and then she wanted to come back to him. That's why I don't have a girlfriend, Ariel. I don't want to get with a fake girl that just wants me because of my money and my belt and my fame. Dude, I want a real girl that's genuine, that cares about me, that has a good heart and a good soul. So that's just my only issue with Max.
Dana White just gave one of his most honest breakdowns yet of what Conor McGregor actually means to this sport, and it comes right after one of the roughest chapters of McGregor's career. McGregor ended his long hiatus this month, stepping back in against Max Holloway in a rematch everyone had circled on the calendar. It did not go the way McGregor wanted. He suffered a knee injury early in the 5-round welterweight main event, and Holloway ended up securing a TKO victory at the T-Mobile Arena in Las Vegas. That loss means McGregor has now dropped 4 of his last 5 fights inside the Octagon, and his once unstoppable momentum has clearly stalled. But even with all that, White made it clear on the Pivot podcast that McGregor's place in the sport isn't up for debate. White called him a unicorn, someone whose rise can't actually be repeated no matter how talented the next guy is, and it's not hard to see why he'd say that. McGregor didn't just win titles, he crossed over into mainstream sports entirely, even stepping into the boxing ring with Floyd Mayweather back in 2017. White's point is that it's not just about McGregor's skill, it's about the exact moment he arrived and how he changed the sport's ceiling entirely. That combination, he says, simply can't happen twice. For now, McGregor is expected to undergo surgery before any potential return, and it's worth remembering he hasn't actually won a fight since that first-round TKO over Donald Cerrone back at UFC 246 in 2020. Whether this latest setback pushes him toward retirement or one more comeback attempt, we'll be here to cover it the moment there's an update.
There's never going to be another Conor McGregor. In the time, and the place, and the way that he came into the sport, there will be a different superstar, but there will never be another Conor.
That's it from MMA Time. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to leave a like and subscribe for daily MMA updates.